Hi and welcome to Dr. Mix. On this weekly injection, I will talk about how to set up your home studio. Firstly, what kind of room is it? Is it a very small room? What shape is it? The shape and size of your room, of course, will dictate a lot about what you can do, what you cannot do. If you only want to create beats, maybe you can get away with just headphones. If you want to mix, then you probably need some basic treatment for your room. The main problem is that the sound will bounce from one wall to the other. If you just have naked walls, then the sound will love to bounce from one wall to the other. You have to stop that from happening. The way you do it is by using panels like these ones. These are pretty fancy ones and they come from GIK Acoustics. We have the whole studio treated with these panels, traps and much more. If you don't have access to good acoustic treatment or the budget, you might want to think of building your own panels, or for example you can use a bookcase on the points of early reflections. Whatever you can use to break up the sound from bouncing from one part of the room to the other is better than naked walls. Bear in mind that wall panels like that can only stop some frequencies, the top end and the mid-range, but if you want to stop the low end rumble, you will need bass traps. What speakers to choose? If you have a small room, you have to choose small monitors. If you have a bigger room, you can get away with bigger monitors. The one thing that you don't want to have is big monitors that deliver lots of low end in a small room that cannot handle lots of low end. Where to place your speakers? Ideally, you would have a triangle shape between the two monitors and your head. So for example, if you have say 1.5 meters between two monitors, then you will want to have 1.5 meters from your left speaker and 1.5 meters from your right speaker. Triangle shape. You may want to use some sound treatment behind the speakers and on the side of the speakers, halfway between you and the speakers themselves, so that the waves that bounce back against the walls will be absorbed a little bit and they won't hit your ears as hard as they would without. If your room is beyond hope, then I would suggest you invest in some very good headphones. The headphones that I prefer for mixing are the Sennheiser HD 650. They're open back, I can keep them on forever, they don't get me tired, and I can get a pretty good representation of the mix. And the last tip about setting up your home studio is be comfortable. You're going to spend quite a few hours in front of that computer, in front of your speakers. Make sure you have a comfortable chair, that your arms are in a rest position, and that your head is positioned in the right way to listen to your speakers. So keep on making great music and groove on.